I hope you're looking forward to gathering together with friends or family, a small group, wherever you are, whoever you're with. We're talking about anger. This series, What Just Happened, has to include this big word. Anger is in a lot of places in our culture today. Would you agree? It's everywhere. Kind of sad, though, that we have to actually talk about it. You would think it shouldn't rob us the way it has, but we're in a culture that's become more and more angry than I can ever remember. You can't watch a talk show without people yelling over each other. You can't watch a debate. You can't watch, especially politics. I mean, I'm not even going to go into that. But just talking to people, social media, it's like everyone wants to take the opposite view of whatever the view is that's on the page. What's up with that? Maybe it's the need to be heard. How do you go from talking to someone about how we can fix the drinking fountain to, you're stupid? But that's what happens. You go from trying to come together to help a project, and then someone disagrees or has a different plan, and we get angry at each other and vent at each other, and before you know it, it's almost like a fight. There's so much anger that has taken place in our country between family members, parents, moms, dads, kids, husband, wife, singles. I mean, this goes on and on. Young adults who are living with this idea, so many of them, that my way is the right way. So anyway, in your study, got me going there. In your study today, I'd like for you to consider several things. The message is an acknowledgement. The message this weekend is an acknowledgement that anger is normal. It's very human to get angry and to be tripped up. It's kind of like a natural involuntary reaction that comes out of us. And this happens from the time you're born. You could Google angry babies, and you'll see when babies are so mad because they want to be fed now or they want something now. Those of you with small kids know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't have to be an adult to have anger. I talk in the message about me as a little boy in my wheelbarrow, and one of my sisters came and sat in it, and there's a picture my mom took of me with my head back and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. I don't even remember that, but I was angry. I was angry because someone stepped across a line that they shouldn't have stepped across, at least in my opinion. Then this message, I want you to think about maybe two or three things. First of all, talk about what you believe is causing people to become so angry, where the fuse is so short. Used to be you could at least hear someone out. Now it's total interruptions. You know, I don't know if in your small group you all agree perfectly on everything, but if you're alive, if your heart is actually beating and your brain is functioning, you've had moments of conflict with someone who didn't see it your way. How are you going to respond? Talk about that. When do you show gentleness? When do you agree to disagree? That's probably a really good conversation that you need to have. Another conversation that you might think about having with your small group is, how have you helped to bring peace to people who live angry? I know there's no formula, but is there a way that you could put together 2 or 3 statements in your small group where you go, this might be a solution or a plan. I can help my dad with this. I can help my son with this, my daughter with this. People who are living angry, what is it we need to do to have a little bit of a plan to expect that anger and then respond to it without just getting angry back? More anger breeds more anger. So talk about that and maybe the why in the psyche, our self-worth, all those things are involved in that kind of thing. Now, one of my favorite parts of the message is toward the very end, when there's a response time of owning when I've been angry and when I've hurt somebody. And it's basically saying, I was wrong. We're not hearing that in our culture very often. It's always someone else's fault. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. What can I do to make it right? All these bullet points Talk about that as a small group. How have you, this would be a good one, give an example of someone that you had maybe broken relationship with. You don't have to say their name or tell the whole detailed story, but maybe you can say, this is how I was able to fix that. I did call them. We did go to coffee. I admitted that my side of the stick was bad. I was wrong. I asked what I could do to help. Just give some examples of ways that we can make anger subside and bring peace into the room. The last thing I hope you'll talk about is what I just mentioned. How can we be the people who bring love and peace into the environment? When I'm in those hostile environments where people are going at it, and I've been in meetings like that when people need to get it out and vent, how can we bring peace to the room? How can we bring God and the Spirit to the room? Finally, if you're living angry, maybe you don't even know it, but maybe the group knows it. Maybe when you talk, anger comes out. I don't know how vulnerable you want to be in your group, but this would be a great time to pray for one another for the anger issues that maybe you're not settled in your life. Why am I responding the way I am? So anyway, have fun talking about it. Love you guys. Keep up the good work. God bless.